Yeah, from my buddy Scrambled-O. Look at them victuals there, boy. So guys, welcome back to the Outpost. What I got in mind today is I'm going to jump down there. Got half of the cabin completed with the floor joist, so I'm going to jump on the far corner, or on the west corner actually, work my way back to where I've got the other stack, so that way I can roll the plastic out as I come. I've only got a couple of 2x10s left in the first two, so I can be able to roll the plastic at least 2/3 of the way through the house. But yeah, it's coming along great. So I'm going to eat up my breakfast, and then I will meet you down there at the cabin. You know, while I was working on this reminded me. I get a lot of new people to the channel, and this is a knee wall, and this block that I laid here, it's not to support this. It is for a rock wall. So if I just built a rock wall here, you know, while it was drying, you bump it, it may fall over. So I needed some sort of backing that I could put to lay rocks to. So I decided to build a small knee wall here, Although it does, since it's underneath the beam, it does offer some support. But these beams need no support because they are 10 inches deep and they are 7 inches wide. They have a tenon that's 2.5 inches wide and 10 inches deep. It's a massive tenon, a massive mortise. Plus I added this angle iron right here, so these beams, they don't need any support at all. And like I said, this wall isn't to support these beams. It is to lay a rock wall. I've got some wall ties. When I get ready to lay the rock, I'll put a few ties in there so the wall won't come away from it. But what my intentions are is I'm just going to put some cheap OSB back here. I'll put a plastic membrane, and then the ties will connect into the 2x4s and so forth, and that will be to lay my rock to. But I had somebody, or I've had actually several people make comments, well, I wasn't putting this on the middle beam in the middle of the house. Well, like I said, this is not to support these beams. They don't need any support because of the mass that's involved here. But on the perimeter there will be a rock wall, and yes, it will give some small added support to these outside beams, but that's not what it was designed for. Anyway, I am going to also, you know, there was another comment that was made. Let me take you over here and show you. Okay, these joist hangers right here are nailed in here 3 times on each side. These 2 screws, or screw outlets, there's 2 on this side, there's 2 on that side. They go through the joist hanger, they go through the 2x10 at an angle into the central beam and on the outside beam. Once I am done, I didn't want to drag the air compressor out here and the nail gun and have to start and stop all the time. I thought, well, when I'm done with all of this, what I will do is I will go back through here. I'll put 2 nails at the top and on each side, on all of these, on the outside and on the inside. So I know a lot of times, you know, if somebody has just subscribed and they're watching what is going on, they may not understand because they haven't watched previous videos. And I also know that a lot of times people skip around in videos. They don't watch the whole thing, where if they have some questions, the answer is probably in the video in there somewhere if they watch the whole video. So just like I've got a lot of comments, you know, well, we don't know what's your email address. Well, the email address, if you go to SmokyMountainOutpost.com, which I have been putting at the end of every video, you would find the email address. But I've started putting that in there so that people have access to that email also. But like I say, you know, a lot of times if you watch the complete video, you will find an answer in there somewhere. But like I said, if people don't understand, this isn't a support. This is for a rock wall at a later date, and it's just to keep it upright, keep it in line while it's drying. Alright, so what I need to do now is I need to go on the inside. I need to pull up that form for the concrete. I've been pulling them up as I go. You know, up until this point I really didn't need to pull them up. I've also had some comments, you know, well, what about termites? Because this wood is still left on the concrete. Well, yeah, I am taking it up just because I like to be thorough, but you got to remember, these posts go all the way to the footer too. So what about termites there? I'm just going to have to do the best I can with termite protection around the house, okay, and maintain that on a regular basis in hopes that, you know, I don't get termites in the structure. Now, that's another reason that I burn it, because from my understanding and the research that I've done, you know, the bugs don't like the charring too much either. So hopefully this will deter them. Hopefully also with termite protection on a regular basis with pest control, I'll be able to keep the bugs and so forth off of the wood structure as well. Anyway, let me jump on the inside. We'll get this form out and kind of get this these rocks scratched up a little bit, leveled out, and then we'll continue placing some 2x10s on this side of the house. Well, it looks like I'm about ready to put floor joist in this section. So we've only got 2 left and we're done. That's exciting. Oh, get this square out of my pocket. Well, I've got New York strip potatoes and onions again. I just love potatoes and onions. They're very good. So, got the cabin ready for floor joists in the last 2 sections, and then we're done on those. So, oh yeah, really pink on the inside. I still have the 2 ends on the front to do, but that's where I'm going to frame out for access underneath. So that can actually be done anytime. That little lip that I've been putting on the bottom of the major beams that where the floor joist set, I had to go ahead and frame those out in order to be able to set those floor joists, so that's why I did the front only. But as soon as I get that 5th section done, before I start on that last one, I'm going to have to get that chop saw out of there. But I should be down to, I think I figured I was going to have like 5 2x10s left over. I cut a few extra just in case, you know, something happened where I needed one. But I'm excited about getting the floor finished and then getting some plywood. Well, I got to do insulation first. So probably what I'm going to do is get some chicken wire. I'll put that up underneath, and then I'll put some insulation down on top, and that way the chicken wire, you know, just in case the insulation ever gave way, it wouldn't fall all the way through. So I'll probably do that. Then I'll be ready for some plywood. You know, it doesn't really get cold here, real cold. Probably the average temperature is about, you know, right at freezing, maybe high 20s, around 30, you know, but very seldom does it dip down more than that, and then it's only January through February. So the other thing that I'm going to have to do is I need to put in a venting system down there, and so when I do that, I'm thinking about putting in like a small fan. Maybe I can power it by solar. That way it'll constantly draw. So I'm thinking about doing that. And let's see what else. Reason I'm cooking this is I'm getting ready to pack up and go home, and I would rather cook this here and eat this over the fire than I would to try to cook it at home, because it just tastes so much better. Well, I'm going to go ahead, folks, and finish my dinner and pick up my tools and head to the house. Like I said, it's supposed to rain the next couple of days, but I've got that fixed where I can actually work in underneath and I don't have to get outside. So I should be able to finish that in the next day or 2 days, and then we'll be ready to move on. So glad that you had time to stop by and hang out with me. We always look forward to seeing you back up here at the Outpost next time. Take care.